Welcome to the Antisocial Club. I'm Diamondalexis. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how to do the Don't Tap the Glass Big Head edit on Adobe Photoshop. Super easy, super beginner friendly. This is great if you want to get into graphic design, or just even if you want to learn how to start using Photoshop to edit your pictures or whatever the case may be. Even if you want to just do it for fun. Super easy, quick tutorial and project to do. You're going to go over to the lasso tool. I tried to do the quick selection for my pictures. It didn't work, at least not on my iPad. But if you're like on an iPad or something, I would do the lasso tool. You want to go over your whole head. And what we're going to do is we're going to erase the background. So what you're going to do is do the invert at the bottom, and then you're going to erase. The invert just makes sure that you select the background, because when we did the lasso tool, what we did was we selected our head. But we don't want to erase our head. We want to leave our head and we want to erase the background. So you want to invert it, which will select the background, and then you erase that. Here I'm just making it bigger so it's easier for me to edit. You're going to go back over to the lasso tool, and you're going to select your lips and your eyes. You could even make your nose bigger if you wanted to. And when you do the lasso tool, you want to go up to the pointer tool. The pointer tool will put the box around everything that you selected with the lasso tool. That way you can make it bigger. If you don't do the selection tool or the pointer tool, it won't give you the box. You want the box. When you're making it bigger, make sure you don't have the white space in the background, which is what you saw me fixing. I did the spot healing brush, and what I did was I corrected around my lips and my eyes to make it blend into my skin. So if you wanted to edit your pictures, this is what they use to edit pictures. So if I didn't want to have my freckles in the picture, I would use this tool to get rid of the freckles. So yeah, learn something else. That's a great tool to know. Next, what we're going to do is use our eraser tool. You want to make sure you select the eraser tool and not the drawing tool. You want to make sure it's the erasing tool. And we're going to erase everything that is showing the background. Even the spots in between your hair, just like I'm doing here. Because if you want to take your picture and make it into stickers or put it on a t-shirt or anything, you want the background to not be there, especially if you want to change the background color. So say I wanted to make my background pink instead of white, I could do that because I erased everything that had the background color. That's why you want to go in between your hair as well. Now if you leave it, that's up to you, but I'm just suggesting, just my little suggestion, I would erase everything that shows that it's a part of your original background. That way, like I said, if I wanted to make my background pink, if I wanted to do some type of scrapbook look or something, I could do that. I know I ended up taking my picture I had did and putting it in Procreate and animating it. I didn't want the background. So, just a little tip. I would do that. Erase all the hair strands, all the little flyaways, erase all that. You want to erase it where it's kind of smooth. You don't want too many bumps and ridges. To me, it looks better without all the bumps and ridges. So I tried to make my hair kind of smoother as I was erasing. Also, when you're erasing, you want to make sure your hardness is all the way up and your opacity, because you don't want any signs of the background at all. But this is a quick little project to do. It took me 30 minutes to do this. I've done 6 of them. I've literally done so many. Actually, I think I've done more than 6 now. I think I have 7. I've done so many of these. I love doing them. They're so quick and easy to do. Real simple. It's great if you want to try to get into graphic design and stuff like that. Or I know a lot of people on Instagram are starting to edit their pictures. This is a great way to kind of learn how to operate Photoshop. Really great beginner-friendly tutorial. I posted this on TikTok and everybody loved it. So I figured I'd post it here on YouTube, because I know when I try to learn things on Photoshop, I go on TikTok, but a lot of times I come here on YouTube to look at things because they explain it a little better and it's not so rush. Like, I need you to kind of slow it down for me, okay? But yeah, super easy. Again, you want to go in between your hair, do your hair strands, all the extra stuff. I'm using an iPad, but it is the same exact tools that you would use on like a desktop or a laptop. You use the same thing on the computer. Only thing I would say you could do on the computer is do the quick selection, because I don't know how to do it on my iPad where they have the little thing at the top where you can deselect. I don't know how to deselect on my iPad, but I know how to do it on computer. But just so you know, we keep this as simple as possible. If you do the lasso tool, it'll translate to all of the stuff. This is me just making sure I got all of the background out. So I'm just doing the lasso tool, selecting, and then erasing. You want the box that surrounds your head as close to your face as possible. And that's pretty much it. This is me just typing out thank you with the marker tool. So this is me showing y'all that you can write. Again, I'm using my iPad. It might be a little harder if you're using a computer, unless you buy like a little pen and pad that you can use for computers and desktops, which they do have those. I actually learned in my Photoshop class how to do it using those. But yeah, I do have some more graphic design tutorials that I plan on coming out with. Just some basics. These are some of the other ones that I've done. But just some basic tutorials. Just because, yeah, I know a lot of people ask how I edit my pictures. If you don't know, follow me on Instagram. I do photography, and I do edit my pictures from time to time. And I do most of the time use Photoshop. I love Photoshop. I took graphic design for all 4 years when I was in high school, so I know how to work it pretty well. I mean, obviously there's some things I probably don't know how to do, but I think for the basics, I know how to do most of everything. But these are all the ones I've done. I've done different ones. I'm just showing y'all. I hope y'all like this video. If y'all do this, please, I would love to see them. I've had a few people message me on Instagram and send me their pictures that they've done. I would love to see y'all's pictures. And yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next video.